Ruto made some remarks today in Ethiopia during African Union General Assembly. Remarks that have shocked very many Kenyans. Ruto proposes new reform to prevent Africans from seeking jobs in other continents. I want us to put those remarks into perspective for Kenyans to understand what they mean. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe in order not to miss our next analysis. Let's continue. That was William Ruto speaking today in Ethiopia. And for Kenyans who have been following William Ruto on a daily basis, very many of us were shocked to see the same person who has been advocating for Kenyans to go work abroad now proposing reforms to prevent Africans from seeking jobs in other continents. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? The first thing coming out very clearly, Ruto is a master of doublespeak. He's speaking from both sides of his mouth. And this is why sometimes I do say that Kenyans should not be taking William Ruto seriously, because he does not mean what he says, and he does not say what he means. If he tells you it's the South, be rest assured he means the North. It's coming out clearly that he always talks the opposite. If he says he'll form a government with Mama Mboga Boda Boda, be rest assured he's going to form a government of his fellow billionaires and such tycoons. He's a master of doublespeak, and that boils down to integrity. Does Ruto pass that test on leadership and integrity? Chapter 6 of our Constitution. If you look on the remarks William Ruto has been making, and there's so many U-turns he has so far taken, in slightly 1 year, 6 months he has been the president, then somebody can easily conclude he's not fit holding a public office. His integrity is itself questionable. He's talking things he does not mean, so he has been just lying to Kenyans. And a lying president, in my honest opinion, is not fit holding a public office. That's coming out very, very clearly. And then secondly, very soon the world will know who William Ruto is. Already Kenyans now understand who William Ruto is. Africa and maybe the international community still don't understand who Ruto is. But the more he attends these summits, and the more he's being given opportunity to talk and to speak on issues, he's seriously exposing himself very badly. And soon, he will be the laughingstock of not only Africa, but the whole world. He's clearly exposing himself very badly. And these remarks, honestly, I believe that even his fellow heads of state were wondering what he was talking about. Because the same person, every now and then, he's been talking of sending Kenyans to Saudi Arabia, sending Kenyans to Germany, US, but now here he is making proposals to stop Africans from seeking jobs outside Africa. Thirdly, I'm seeing a William Ruto who either does not understand what he says. He just talks, but he doesn't understand what he's talking about. So it's either he's not just mentally sound. Because if the same person who has been talking of taking Kenyans abroad, what has made him change that very, very fast? And I know tomorrow if he comes back to the country, he'll still be pushing for Kenyans to go outside, to go work outside. And we still remember sometimes back, upon Ruto being declared the president, after some months, he was talking of a very strong African currency. The same William Ruto speaking sometimes back in Rift Valley, he was talking of Kenyans pressing their computers and they get dollars. So you are seeing a William Ruto who is pressing a strong African currency, but glorifying the dollar. And this is not the first time we are seeing Ruto double speaking. He has made so many conflicting statements. And sometimes I do believe that Ruto's undoing is his tongue. He talks more than necessary. And that's something that he has to work on. A president should not be very quick to talk on issues. A president should listen more before you open your mouth to talk. Ruto is clearly bringing us a lot of shame as Kenyans and also as Africans. And this can also confirm that either he's not listening to anybody, he's not listening to his advisors, he just makes rash decisions and then he executes them without looking at the bigger picture. That's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. And now back to Kenya Kwanza government. You are seeing clearly the kind of a president we have. So the promises he has been making, I believe he will not be able to fulfill on them simply because he's a person who cannot be taken seriously. And that spells doom for Kenyans. This is a man who's just talking, but he doesn't understand what he's talking about. As I conclude, the remarks by William Ruto in one way or the other can work against Raila's candidature as Raila tries to lobby African countries to rally behind him. These remarks will just expose Ruto as a joker, and any initiative he pushes, the continent, the leaders, can easily see that as a joke. So if he's the person pushing for Raila's candidature, his behavior and remarks can work against Raila Odinga. He is just an embarrassment to Kenyans and to Africa. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.